Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. We've got actually a big surprise this weekend with ICP Internet Computer Protocol. We can see that it is up as high as 22% within the last 24 hours. Now, I'm saying that this is a little bit of a surprise. Number one, because we haven't seen ICP pumping double digits in 24 hours, dating as far back as 2024. But really, this is not a surprise because yesterday I was posting about this specific idea. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find time to make videos, but I've been posting on X right there. I was saying that, look, ICP has hit the lows of the trading range, which you can see here. And I was presenting the idea that what usually happens is that the prices, they pump back towards the top of the trading range once again, and I was expecting a small rally towards something like $4. Of course, I was saying it's a small rally, but not really, because I was looking at right around something like a 36%. So we've got questions obviously with this rally that we are seeing. We're getting closer to my target that I was talking about here, which is $3.80, $4 at best, at least immediate short term here for ICP. But the questions are, will the rally be sustainable? And number two, is this really a shift in the dynamics, in the sense that are we going to be turning the bearish momentum into bullish momentum? And of course, what are the validations or invalidation points that we can be looking at with this kind of rally here for ICP Internet Computer Protocol? So before we start, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It tells, of course, the YouTube algorithm that yes, this video is short and straight to the point, but it is exactly what you need at this point. So locally, just focusing on this immediate short-term price section for ICP, I think that you can almost say, that there is a little bit of a resistance right around $3.70 thereabout. Also, if you take a look at the RSIs and every other indicator, you can see that on a 1 hourly time frame or 4 hourly time frame, you are very much close to where reversals happened, meaning it's actually very likely that ICP can start pushing back a little bit. I have a little bit of a different idea from there. I think that a lot of traders are going to be looking at that area towards like $3.70, and the market makers may try to go ahead and liquidate anybody who is trying to short ICP at this level, bringing the resistance up a little bit towards like $4. So, I mean, to be honest with you, these are like very, very small details. But bottom line is that ICP here is not yet out of the woods, because if you want to be taking a look at things like the daily time frame, for example, you can still see that, okay, yes, we were holding support, and this support was massive in the sense that it was dating as far back as the low of the bear market in 2023. And when we're looking at daily candle closures, ICP did not close the daily candle below $2.80. So that's massive. If we also take a look at the RSI, these are levels in which reversals have happened towards the upside. So yeah, this pump for ICP was due, of course, but the bigger question is that, is it going to be anything meaningful here? Because yeah, technically speaking, ICP is still under a massive resistance, as you can see, this whole area, until it's cleared and the price is really pushing above, I would say maybe something like $4.30. Yeah, maybe at this point we can just say these are at least dead cat bounces, right? Not to say that ICP is not going to be able to get above the resistance, but technically speaking, once it's still below the resistance, this kind of price action really is a little bit much, meaningless, I would say. So we need to see more from ICP Internet Computer Protocol. If we now start to see ICP in the next few weeks or maybe months do something like that here, going ahead of something like $6, breaking at least this massive resistance that kept the price, for months. Yeah, I think we're looking at a totally different scenario altogether. So towards the upside, we have got an invalidation point of the bear case. Then we also have got towards the downside here an invalidation of the bull case, in the sense that if we now start to see daily candles of ICP below $2.80, it's much more likely that we're going to be coming all the way down, maybe something like $1.50, $1.60, whatever the case may be. But I mean, as you can see at this point, neither of those cases can be confirmed, because we're just sitting right in the middle of like a big resistance on top and a massive support below here. So I just wanted to say, of course, yes, it's exciting to see ICP at 22+% in like less than 24 hours. Great. However, Does the price action really mean anything immediate short term? I don't think it matters, to be honest with you, because as I said, we could see a rejection at $4. We could also see a rejection at $3.70, and the range continues once again. I think at the beginning, I have illustrated that I think this crash that we saw in the market is going to take a little bit of time, and I still stand by that. So in as much as it's exciting, we want to be pumping our horns and stuff like that, we have to remember that just a month ago we were maybe right around $5.60 for ICP here. So we haven't yet made progress, but as time goes on, it's going to be very, very clear what ICP does, because towards the upside, there is a structure that if we see happening, we can understand that we are back in bullish mode. At the same time, towards the downside, if we now close daily candles below $2.80, that's going to be something very, very new. Even back then, at the bottom of the bear market, we did not, close a daily candle below $2.80 and stuff like that here for ICP Internet Computer Protocol. So yeah, exciting day for ICP holders. The problem is that, yes, it probably doesn't mean much if you're a long-term holder or anything like that, but we will see what the market makers have in their hand. But I would say in conclusion, $3.70, maybe $3.80, and a high of about $4 is potential resistance here for the price. So we'll wait and see. Maybe I'll check in on Monday and see what's what. But I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye.